Last night was something else, huh? I'm drinking water, people. Water! And my organs are thanking me. That's horrible. Okay. And we'll put that to the bottom. So I did end up throwing up last night after my last video. But I didn't lose. I mean, sure. I guess people's opinions vary on that. Whether, if you throw up, then you definitely lost. Let's see what this little critter is. Yeah, no. And that's why I put this removal in this build. I gotta bring it up again. Saffron Olive did not suggest that. Okay, so he's got 2 untapped mana. There's a pretty good chance he is going to cancel this. He did not. I could play that, but I feel like it's probably a risky move, so we're just gonna pass the turn. Anyway, so there's protests again today. 3 blocks from our house. Today it's much smaller than yesterday. And if you're out of work, you haven't got your unemployment, you haven't got your stimulus check, I get the desire to want to protest. If none of those things had come through for me, I very possibly might be right out there with them. I try really hard not to be a hypocrite. I really think, and pat myself on the back, that I actively try harder than most. And I'm not sure that these protests are going to help me get back to work quicker. When they shut the pier down over a month ago, I'm pretty sure that they didn't have like some clause where they're like, we're gonna shut down the pier unless over 1,000 people go and gather shoulder to shoulder, not wearing masks. Then we'll open it back up. I really don't think that it's I don't think it's doing anything positive. For me personally, I mean, it might be doing something positive for them, getting out some frustration, and will he block it? No, he's gonna just return it to me. Okay. There were some people yesterday who were protesting in their cars and creating gridlock. And in this particular situation, I think that's the most responsible way to move forward. If you want to protest, you can be in your car, and not shoulder to shoulder with a bunch of potential carriers. And here's another perk for that, you know, or reason to do it that way. Gas has never been cheaper. So I really think that's the move. Moving forward. Boy, that's a bad situation. You want to return something again? You can't return all. Yes, yeah, just return that one. I mean, I'm calling it. It's an interesting name you have there. I assume I'm playing against somebody. Okay. From another country, and that's really cool. So, no creatures out. So I don't have to worry about giving you death touch. And we're gonna draw a card. Anyways, so another thing that I was thinking about was these protesters who were creating the gridlock. You know, because my mind wanders and I wonder how many of them in the past, at some point in time, when they referred to Black Lives Matter protesters creating gridlock, they said they would run them over. Now, that's a real thing that people have said. I mean, I'm sure you've seen it. Hell, you might even be somebody who said it. I'm trying to point out the double standard. You know? Kind of like how all those protesters went into the Capitol with guns. And they didn't. None of them were arrested and nothing came of that. But if you remember not too long ago at Standing Rock, there were Native Americans who were shot with water hoses and rubber bullets and maced and arrested for peaceful protesting, and none of them were armed. So there's a double standard. And, you know, I know my history. And, when the Black Panthers tried to storm a Capitol building well, there it is. I mean, it's over. Cold-blooded! But I'll finish my point. When the Black Panthers